Hey there, fellow scientists, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Ashes of the Domain, Episode 9, Researching Technologies. I failed to realize how fast I could get home. I was thinking I was going to get home, yeah, but there's a new tab here, which is the Access Research Tree. And with the databanks that I have, once I have databanks on me, we'll be able to unlock some research. So I'm going to go up to Nala and install that boar. And I think the database need to be on my person, if I'm not mistaken. But I've been stashing them on Nabla anyway. Or instead. Oh, you know what? I just realized, yeah, I would need to increase... This only gets installed on mining or mining a megaplex, so I can't install it yet. I would need to upgrade it. So speaking of which, let's grab the... What am I doing? Storage. The database. So I have 22. And taking a look at my research tree. Mining is here, which costs 4 databanks, located in the research storages. So I'm going to have to move these over to Dolio, and then I could increase my research into mining, or I could increase my research into farming, or both probably. But I'm going to have you guys decide. So the databanks are deposited into the research facility. That's stuff from tech mining. Yeah, that's a lot of organs. I can take 400 of those for black market smuggling. And then the choices for research. So let me type these up. Starsector research. We could do... I'm just going to call it mining, because this is basically... It's called exoskeletons, but basically just adds mining. The nanometal fusion synthesis is for upgraded smelting and upgraded light industry. So smelting and light industry. Hazmat working equipment lowers the hazard rating on worlds by 10%. Which is a relatively expensive databank. So it's really nice, but it's probably a poor use of our research. So I'll include it, but I suggest you don't vote for it anyway. And then farming, which increases farming efficiencies. Now, the research facility isn't built yet, but the research databanks are loaded in. So once I, can upgrade it, we'll be able to benefit from that. All right, let's get over to Kanta's Den and Dawn, because I have all these organs, and I'm going to owe a lot of money on them if I don't get them sold. Can I talk about optimal fleet composition? Actually, no. I mean, I could, but in this series, I'm intentionally not trying to build meta fleets. It's literally in the description. So, as rude as it sounds, my answer is no. There really isn't... I would also say... I would counter-argument to say that it also heavily depends on your playstyle. Some ships are simply better than other ships, but playstyle counts for a lot. So if you like hit-and-run tactics, if you like giant missile boats, there's a bunch of different ways to design fleets for your playstyle, and I think it's figuring out what your playstyle is and figuring out what ships you enjoy is better than just like copying and pasting what someone tells you to use. I do, on my Discord in the Starsector channel, have sort of like a cheat sheet about roughly what the community's opinions about certain ships are in terms of their effectiveness and use. But again, your mileage may vary. And there's certainly a lot of different ways to play this. So Dolio, you got a plasma cannon. Hey, that's the first time you actually pulled something nice. Not special, but nice. It looks like we're doing research in mining first. So the research facility will be done in 4 days. And we'll do mining. Just checking on colony threats. Yep. And then I'll be looking for missions in a minute. So the facility is done. If we go to research and development, go to exoskeletons, we can hit more info and start research. So then what will happen is we'll consume 4 of the 22 databanks, and in about 30 days time, we will have mining tech researched. Oh, you know what? Let's go up to Kulan. I have some cores to bounty. It's gonna be a rough fight, but alright. There are 2 ships a class higher or larger than me. Or rude. But they're pretty demodded, so if I can slice through their small stuff, I can get their big stuff. Come on. Mule, help me with the Eradicator, as does the Omen. Keeping the Eradicator and the Venture pressured so that it can't take my ships out is going to be kind of important. Ventures usually aren't that dangerous unless they're loaded with, like, good missiles. But the Eradicator is like a giant, scary missile boat. Not to be underestimated. Alright, Mule's almost dead, and then we can focus on the Eradicator. There goes Steel Boot. Fortunately, I'll be able to recover everything. Because the Mule and I are attacking from different angles, this Eradicator has to basically decide where its armor's getting punched. Yep, it's going down. Woo-hoo-hoo! Just like absolutely demolish that wolf before it could hop out. Omen, don't get in front of me! Alright, the Venture has a lot less damage potential than the Eradicator that took out, but it is pretty tanky. Ooh, I'm cooking it good though. An Eradicator would be a good addition to the fleet. I don't disagree. I like missile boats. I like high impact damage quick. The game's allowing me to end the fight, but I'm here until this thing dies. Oh, don't overload me. Oh, boy. The Omen actually blew up partially from that. All right, we are going to let them go. Ship recovery. Yes, yes. This Eradicator is like super messed up, but I do remove demods, so like, let's take it. Recover. And maybe they learn their lesson not to mess with me. Maybe. The AI sucks with Sunders. Yeah. Like, I use them effectively, but they are completely glass cannons. So the AI just tends to get them killed. But I could look to see what there is. Nothing here. Strikes aren't terrible, but it's not calling to me today. Yeah, there's nothing really else. I mean, I could do Hyperions or Omens, but I think I'm done with the spam of small ships. What I can do while I'm here is to hook up the missile boat with some gear. I'm going to strip it because I don't like what was on it. Medium. So the medium ballistic turrets, I think I'm going to do hypervelocity. Actually, I'm going to do hypervelocity driver here. And then I'd like dual flak, but I'll settle for regular flak. I'll wait for another hypervelocity driver. There's no... Oh, there's one Vulcan. And then for small missile hardpoints... maybe a bunch of Harpoon MRMs? So this will be like a finisher boat. As soon as shields come down, it like launches harpoons and just like slaughters. So yeah, I'll be trying to hook up stuff for this. And this is the BFA unnamed, because it's gonna get named. So I'll try to outfit this, and yeah, let's do a giveaway. Raffle timer's above my head. Well, sort of. It's up that way. I'll do some... No. I'll find scan. Yeah, everything looks in order, because I really didn't black market much. Okay, good. There's a bunch of other Vulcan cannons here. And... yeah, I'll just full Vulcan cannon it, I guess. So while I'm looking around for missions to pick up, I can shop for equipment. So let's head down to Ragnar Complex and see what they'll offer. Oh, that's not too far away. The unnamed ship already had its faulty automated systems fixed. That was quick. Another hypervelocity driver. And I think I am going to hook up railguns in these 2 slots. So, actually 3 slots. So 3 railguns, 2 hypervelocity drivers, flak for the front, point defense, and then velocity on the sides with a bunch of missiles. I like it. I like it a lot. As far as mods go, expanded missile racks. What is the ammo capacity of the harpoons? 2, so it expands it up to 4. Let me run a quick sim. Yeah, okay. 4 works. That's probably worth it, so it has more finisher. So expanded missile racks. It already has the targeting core. Actually, is ITU better? What is that, 40%? And the targeting unit is the same? For what, for the same points? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Unless I S. No, this is 35, sorry. I'd have to S mod it. Okay, so we'll do the ITU. How fast is it? It's a 9. Okay, it's fine. So that's all I'll do for it for now. Keep it simple. And maybe I should weapon group. So if I have to take control of it, it's not like impossible to control. So hypervelocity drivers on 1, missiles on 2, rails on 3, and point defense on 4. That'll work. So let's see how it holds up. It also means that now I have a bigger ship. I have a cruiser. Yeah, looking for a crewmate might be in the cards. Let's go back to trying to pay the bills. So, just trying to pick up some missions. Or actually, 15 days for exoskeletons. Okay, so at some point I'm going to have to stop back home to, Wow, that was withdrawn immediately. I'll have to stop back home so that I can install everything that needs to be installed. Yeah, I'm happy about getting that, getting a little eradicator. It's kind of nice. And it's going to be named Steel Boot. I'm going to assume that you want the bigger ship, so I'm going to call this the Steel Boot. And then your old ship, I'm going to rename to the Jerksey. I should probably add the BFA. I'll do it later. I did just realize I have... Oh, I'm being chased. I'm gonna use a story point. The cost of me not being careful. Alright, this is... Looks to be a Pather system. Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, here's your tithe. I'm not ready to fight that. So... I'm paid the idiot tax. Production reports, pretty garbage, but at least my monthly income was good. And Nobla is slowly crawling out of the run in the black, and then once I can improve mining, it will be even better, I think. Okay, so I accepted mission for up here. Let's go do it. And Tamarin, thank you for the resub. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we have exoskeletons. Nice. So back at Nobla, I can choose the upgrade to mining. So this will... it will take 60 days to complete. It will cost 100k, and it will increase the production, and also allows for a bore, a mantle bore. I'm all for it. Next research, I can leave up to you guys. So if, here's my choices. It's the same as before, plus now geothermal fracking if I want it. So, geothermal fracking introduces fracking industry. An ancient, if shrewd practice, once controversial during the Old Earth period. So what it does is it produces... It's like an upgrades from mining. And if I'm not mistaken, it does not allow the mantle bore to be installed. I'd have to go all the way up to the mining megaplex for that. So it would increase production, but it wouldn't benefit from the colony item. And this costs 8. This costs 4 for smelting and refining. This costs 15 for hazmat, and this costs 3 for better farming. So there you go. There is the choices. Feel free to vote, and thank you for voting. So as soon as the mine, Nobla's mine, is near done. Oh, you just tithed me, you jerkwad. I'll head back and install the bore. God, these pathers starting to piss me off. So there was a warning beacon here. Noted. And I am supposed to be surveying a barren bombarded world. Got it. Oh, it is a remnant. Weapons cache. It is a remnant controlled area. Turning off my transponder. There's a gate here too. Does it say if new mining tech gives pollution? This thing? Or the geothermal fracking? So the geothermal fracking doesn't say that it gives more pollution. Hydraulic pressure can be applied with great precision. Now, there are events that can occur. Oh, dear Lord. There are events that can occur as a result of choices that you make. So, for instance, the Dolio's organ farming, I think, is a result of me tech mining. I could be wrong. It could have just happened anyway. Which means some of the industries that you choose might result in unintended consequences or bonuses or something like that. You know, I was hoping to fly by to see if there was any treasure ships there. Oh, there's ruins here. Some food and volatils. I know who Kanta will buy volatils. And it seems to me like, overwhelmingly, you guys want me to invest in a little bit of agriculture. Got it. And that leads to water aquaculture, like fishing harbor for water worlds. And then improve fertilizers for artisanal farming or subsidized farming. Subsidized farming gives you lots of food production for a cost of really high heavy machinery, and artisanal farming allows you to get some luxury goods instead. Oh, a lot more volatiles. I like it. Commander? Has agriculture gotten cheaper? I don't think so. I think it was always 3. Run! So many angry remnants. Oh, found their nexus. I'm gonna scan the planet anyway. Let's see if we can double back to the weapons cache in the barren world before they get pissed. Weapons cache for Gauss Cannon. Nice. There's also Molyneux and Squall. Nice. Oh, there's something here too. Probably not worth losing my tail over. Let's get out of here before the remnants catch me. Production reports. Garbage. Well, harpoon MRM, but garbage. So, let's head back to core and do more. Trying to keep our cash up. How soon is Nabla? 32 days? Okay. So I'll do like another mission or 2 before bothering to go back to Nabla for fixing up its mining industry. And agriculture just got upgraded, so monoculture products upgrade to farming. Awesome. I do have more research points, so we can... I'm not going to include aquatic biosphere harvest because I don't have a water world, but I can include improved fertilizers for farming. Now, another thing that is worth maybe noting is if you want me to start with making my own ships, I would need to save up to start to get, like, I would need to get nanometal fusion synthesis and then, like, base ship hull assembly, and this would allow me to start, like, building ships from scratch. So I just wanted to mention that the smelting and light industry leads to other things. So the things to read what it leads to. Deep mining is the so after geothermal fracking is the deep mining, which is just super mining. After nanofusion synthesis, we've got basic heavy industry, being able to manufacture ships, which leads to orbital works. And it also leads to the alloy production matrix, which allows you to make transplutonics and purified transplutonics, as well as metals and, what is that, purified metals? I think. Or alternatively, consumer industry for, lux goods and domestic goods. And then drugs. And then down the line is even more civilian production. And, you know, the research tree really grows from there. But I don't need to read all the options, just the ones in the near future. I've got... Let's go to that hedge world that, like, needs... Oh, actually, volatiles. Conta Den. Let's go to Conta. That's going to be a pretty penny with all the volatiles I scooped up. Orbital habitat? Absolutely. I mentioned this before, but orbital habitats and research stations are going to be way higher priority for research over everything else because of the potential for getting, you know, really useful things from them. Oh, baby. I like that. Do the AI factions have access to the research tree as well? No. They don't. As far as I know. What they do have, however, is a lot of them already have those industries installed. So, like, this is a bad example, but, like, I don't have access to light industry, right? I haven't researched it, but Contis Den already has light industry. So, it's not that they don't have access to the research tree, they just might already have these industries incorporated into their planets, and whereas I don't. Is research data finite? It is not, no. If you go to a pre-collapse facility and colonize it, you can farm research data every month from pre-collapse facilities. Liberating the pre-collapse facilities, however, is no small feat. I don't have even close to the manpower to do it. Speaking of which, Hector Peters, combat endurance, impact mitigation, field mod, target analysis, and missiles for a missile boat. So there's no, you only have target analysis. I think I'm actually keeping this one for once. So we're gonna have a giveaway for the captain too. So good luck with the first captain role. You're gonna be unnamed for now. Put into the Eradicator. Because the Eradicator is kind of a missile boat, and he's got a bunch of missile boat skills, so there is some line up there. And my daily money is at least kind of in the positive now, so I can afford to pay a salary, I think. Alright, so I did accept a desert world close by, and then I'll do the orbital habitat afterwards. So I'll go into the desert world first, because the orbital habitat's pretty close to my my colonies, and that will allow me to install the mantle bore. Ooh. There's a bunch of other missions around here, though. But no, I'm not going to stray too far. Alright, so, I think smelting and light industry seems to be the next research target, which is here. Costs 4. And that will eventually lead to base ship hull assembly, which costs 10. Because I think the idea is that I start manufacturing my own ships so that I can, like, make a Paragon. That sounds pretty sexy to me. Okay, we've got, like, big warning beacons. I'm gonna drop to a gravity well then. Oh, hello. I think probably let's hack their nav so that we can get closer to that survey. It's a comm sniffer. Oh, I could also take control of the relay too, so that they will be dispatched to no, maybe I won't do that. So let's go over to their sensor array and introduce fake sensor data to maybe draw them away. But I did just hack those. Oh, hello. Yeah, I could take this. It's going to be a rough fight, but we do have that Eradicator now, so maybe it won't be as rough as I think it will be. Let's see how it fares. All but one of the demods have been removed, so it's mostly stock now. And I'm going to tell it to... Actually, I'm going to say all of my ships full assault. Just to see what they could do. Nice, you shot missiles into debris. Fine work, Captain. Whatever your name is about to be. It's not using its oh no. It took that down with missiles. Full assault really works at the start of fights. They just go like crazy gunmen. Yeah, true. With my oh, come on, Omen. With my oh god, Omen, stop it. With my hull restoration, if they do blow themselves up, I can bring them back though. At like not too much cost because my fleet's pretty cheap. So that's one of the advantages is I have such rinky-dink crap ships that like they can blow up and it's almost no money at all to replace them. Yeah, we won, and I don't even think we lost anything. It was a full rout. I don't want their junk. But yeah, I would say the pilot is starting to pay for itself. I also leveled up, so what should I spend it on? I would say at this point there's really nothing left in industry that I think is probably worth me spending points on. Technology, I'd probably go for gunnery implants for increased weapon range and increased accuracy of auto-firing weapons so that my point defense is a bit better. For combat, maybe helmsmanship or, yeah, probably helmsmanship. And the name of my captain is going to be the Arkwolf. That's a really good name for a captain. Silly pirates trying to mess with me. Research. So for my colonies, Dolio, 36 days left for farming. Nabla, 6 days left for mining. Good. So I'll be swimming down there to install the mining upgrades. And Steelboat is completely up to stock. Sweet. Ooh, more ruins. With a bunch of food on it. Alright, let's see if we can't mess with their hack, overload, and false data. We are going to super mess with their sensors so that I can get close to that quest target. Yeah, no one's guarding now. Sweet. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ashes of the Domain, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 31st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilots.